we tormented you on Christmas and everything too. So,
I won my bet first.
You did win your bet first. So, I thought TJ Watt at first, but that was too easy.
Oh dear.
That was too easy. But I did get you someone that epitomizes the standard. Is really a true player that embodies the Steeler way and everything too. Puts the team on his back and points them in the right direction. So, my friend, if you want to reach in the bag, receive your gift of the best Steelers wide receiver in the history of their franchise.
I freaking knew it.
Chase Claypool. Hold it up, baby. Hold it up.
Oh,
Dude,
my.
Try it on, man. Try it on. There you go. It's in your size and everything, too.
That's not my size.
It's in your size. See? There we go.
All right.
It's so snug as a bug right there.
I'm impressed. Looks like he's got pads and everything on.
Absolutely. Hang tight right here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Throw that to the side. So in reality, no, I was going to be honorable about this too. I think you'll really like this one.
Ooh, Palomalu.
Not only that, it's a throwback Palomalu.
Throwback jersey.
That's beautiful.
There you go. Got the big
like
lettering and the big name and everything too. There we go.
I definitely like this one.
Wow.
There you go.
And that one will fit better, too.
I couldn't resist because yesterday he said, if you got me Chase Claypool, I swear to God. I'm like, wow, that'd be diabolical. All right. Well, any speech you want to give for this one here before I open it up?
I thought about going that route. But I was like, there's a chance that he does something honorable. So I went honorable.
All right. So how honorable are we going here? Here. All right. It is Stone Cold Christian.
Wow.
All right.
That's beautiful.
My friend. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Hold that up. Let's get the pose here really quick.
Well done, fellas.
Two awesome defensive players, a Hall of Famer, and definitely a future Hall of Famer.
Yep. Well done.
Thank you, Mike. Oh my God, we did it!
I don't want to hear it from a guy whose half his fan base is Swifties. Broncos country, let's cry.
Back to the Super Bowl.
Why'd they put the trash cans next to the Cowboys helmet?
You could take it and shove it up your...
Peace!
What I really need to be hearing from you, though, is thank you.
Good afternoon, football fans, and Happy New Year from all of us here at the Trajan Temple Sportcast. I am your host, professional wrestler, and first round bye, completed, locked in, sealed, signed, delivered, Kansas City Chiefs fanatic Christian Temple, joined alongside, as always, by my good friend, he's got a new chain now, but he still has the same terrible towel, and they're still in the playoffs at least. Trajan, how are we doing this fine? How's the new year treating you so far?
Hopefully the new year's better than the end of last year. That's how I'm hoping. We need to straighten some things out here.
Do we now? I got you. So I'm genuinely curious. What could have been so bad to end last year that you would just want a clean slate for this year? I just haven't the slightest clue there.
It was a fate worse than death, basically.
Fate worse than death. There we go.
I'd rather be dead right now than talking about this game.
Talking about this game. Well, you will have a chance to talk about it, even though you don't want to talk about it. But yes, we are going to be talking about the Netflix special Christmas Day matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. But first, before we get into anything too, I got to give a special shout out. So obviously, Trajan and I are both big football fans. We were in multiple fantasy leagues. I think I was in 3 this year. Trajan, you were in probably like 3 or 4 this year or something like that, right?
Just 2. But,
just 2
yeah.
this year? Okay, gotcha. But still, more than 1. That's how much we love fantasy football, right? Well,
yeah.
I have a special announcement to make, and this is from my dad, who is a part of a fantasy football league that has been around since 1985. That's right. For 40 years, my dad and his friends have been in the same league. And I mean, we're talking like well before the internet. We're talking like they kept track of the points on the newspaper clippings the next day or on the highlight video afterwards too. That's how they kept score with their fantasy players. It's amazing. It's just night and day difference of how we do things on just one click on a phone and our lineup's set. We know our score and all that too. But this group of guys since the 80s dedicated to their league. The Mega Football League, as they are known at. And we have to give a super special shout out to Janie, who won the league. She has been in the league since 2000. For 24 years, she's been a part of this league. She has been to the final 6 separate times, and she finally got it done this year. Janie, wow. Hats off to you. Your first championship in the Mega Football League. Awesome job. You won your game by a score of 98-64. And, the saying goes, 6 times the charm, right? So hats off, because I can't take my hat off. My headphones are on, too. But hats off to you, Janie. Well done. Congratulations on your victory. Enjoy the spoils on the offseason, too. And we here at the Trajan Temple Sportcast salute you. Congratulations.
That is great.
And you did a lot better than me because I finished dead last in one of my leagues, so hats off to you for that as well. And the other league, I got eliminated by him in the first round, so there you go. Something to make you feel a little bit better about it.
Justice.
Justice. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I guess there's no other way to do this except for I don't want to talk about it. It's so beautiful seeing that screen up again. And it's even more beautiful seeing this screen here. The Kansas City Chiefs go to the Lions' Den, to Acrisure Stadium, formerly known as Heinz Field. And they go in there against the dreaded Terrible Towels, near the Three Rivers, against Russell Wilson. They took the ride into Russ Country, and they took care of business and then some. 29-10, a statement win if there was any to be had this year by the Kansas City Chiefs. You love to see it, especially all of those close games against teams that were eliminated from the playoffs like so early too. There are games where they should have won by a lot more, and it just feels so good to go on the road against a team that had locked in a playoff spot and was fighting for their division, and on a short week and everything too. Just absolutely phenomenal effort. Hats off to these guys too. 29-10. What can you say? What can you say? Just great effort, offense, defense, special teams, all the way around. Just feels so good going into the final week of the year with a 19-point domination victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. God, that feels so good. Before we get to the recap, I guess now that I've said my piece, let's go ahead and go to the other side of the wall here.
I invoke my right to remain silent. So I was scared about the short week because normally my team does not perform well in a short week. And yes, we did not perform well. We had a 3-game slide there. 3 losses in a row in 10 days. And oh my goodness, our team is reeling. Russ threw a very bad interception in the end zone. Refs were on your side on roughing the passer, I guess. And blowing the whistle sooner.
Forward progress was stopped. Who said that?
Whatever. But it is what it is. We'll see you guys in the playoffs, hopefully, and beat you then.
There you go. All right. Well, now for sure talking about this game too. Obviously, the Chiefs won the coin toss and deferred. Steelers start out with the ball too, and a quick 3-and-out. Although, oh boy, was there a little bit of deja vu for a moment there when Russell Wilson dropped the ball on that first steal? And then I'm not going to ask you too many questions because, full disclosure, Trajan was busy celebrating Christmas with his family, which understandably so. So he actually did not get to see the entire game. So he was you were following along on your phone though, is that right?
Yes, I was following along while cooking for 20 plus people,
Mhm.
and yes, I was glad I didn't see it fully.
Well, I'm glad you're here right now because now I can break down play by play for you.
Exactly.
So yes, quick 3-and-out by the Chiefs defense. The Chiefs proceed to go down the field, 8 plays, 42 yards for a touchdown after a muffed punt. Or no, excuse me. Actually, no, the muffed punt didn't happen on this one. This one with Isaiah Pacheco starting off, ending up with a short pass to Xavier Worthy for a touchdown. And yeah, I was for the longest time like that unsportsmanlike conduct. I didn't know why they threw it because the only thing that I saw was the first part of the celebration where it looked like he was throwing presents in the in the Santa bag and all that. But then afterwards, I saw him lift up the shirt and act like he was, quote unquote, packing heat and all that. So, which, funny enough, the Cincinnati Bengals, like whoever the running back was, I forget who it was there, Chase Brown, I think, did the exact same thing against Denver this week and no flag whatsoever. So, yes, naturally, Chiefs get all the calls, of course. Uh, then,
To be fair, I mean, that's the hood.
that's the. So that 15-yard penalty pushed the extra point back. Harrison Butker does miss the extra point. Steelers get the ball back. Another quick, not quite a quick 3-and-out. It was 5 plays this time. But another punt, which leads to Kansas City once again going down the field for another touchdown. To a couple of great big plays here. Justin Watson with a long catch. 49 yards, just burning Jackson. I mean, I don't know if the coverage was just read wrong, but he just drove right past him. 49 yards, and then a couple plays later, back in the end zone, wide open. Justin Watson again got himself a touchdown, go up 13-0. And I thought, all right, well, we're getting pretty good rhythm here. Hopefully the defense gets a good stop. But I got to give credit to Russell Wilson. He hunkered down and drove you guys down the field. A very efficient drive, ending up with Russell Wilson scrambling and getting into the end zone himself, bringing the score to 13-7. And from then on out, it just kind of a stalemate going into halftime there too. So I guess I got to ask, you probably saw the score at halftime. What were your thoughts seeing the score only at 13-7?
Chance, we just need to first off not do an interception in the end zone and maybe not hold a guy so a touchdown isn't nullified. But yeah, just need to do something.
I figured this is bad enough. I wouldn't bring up the interception and the holding there up there too. It was not
Oh yeah.
almost quite the same way the Jesse James play from a few years back took place, but at least it's just a penalty and not a call that really should have stood on the field and everything. So.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, Justin Reed did get an interception in the end zone. Actually, did not pull a New England Patriot and decide to run it out and get tackled at the 1-yard line. He actually did the smart thing and kneel it down. Although credit to your defense, you did hold us out from getting down the field to forcing a 3-and-out. But on to the second half. Both teams trading a couple field goals, and then go down the field to my man Kareem Hunt. He's used to scoring on the Steelers. Gets a 2-yard running touchdown. Go for a 2-point conversion. Picked off in the end zone. No doing there too. So still a 12-point game. Still doable. And then yes, my boy 22 Trent McDuffie, baby, getting the forced fumble on Pat Freiermuth. Oh, so beautiful. I think that was the moment that you texted me and said congratulations. I think it was right after that play happened. But yep,
Yeah.
For the third straight week, 2 interceptions previously and then a forced fumble. Trent McDuffie, hell of a job there too, which led to my favorite touchdown of the game. My boy, Travis Kelce, baby, the new all-time Chiefs leader in touchdowns, and also got his 1,000th reception, got the slam dunk on the goalpost. Tony Gonzalez says he's going to pay for the fine. Hopefully he lives up to his word on that. Sets it up to 29-10, and ultimately that is your final. And oh, baby, just what a game. You know, it just gives you that warm that warm, comfy feeling inside too. But I do have to say, it was nice. The Christmas gift exchange that we had a couple of days later. You saw at the beginning of the video here too. How are you? How are you liking your Palomalu jersey so far?
I do like it. It makes up for things, you know.
Especially
It
a
does.
certain Chase Claypool jersey, right?
I guess my wife has a jersey to wear.
There you go. There you go. And now, whenever you're asked for something, she can just point you in the right direction.
Gosh dang it. I guess there's that.
Pa-pow! There we go. Alrighty, so yes, as it stands, with that victory, the Kansas City Chiefs secure the first round bye, the number 1 overall seed, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as it sits right now, are the number 5 seed. Although I did tell you this, and I still think it holds true, this might be a better position for you, honestly, especially the way Houston played against Baltimore. Heavens to Murgatroyd, that was just a massacre at Houston, and I just don't think they're ready. They seem like they're just like not in the right headspace ever since the Tank Dell situation here too. I mean, that sucks, but man, they just don't look like themselves.
Yeah, but at the same time, I have no faith that we can beat anyone.
So we're just getting that out right there, huh?
My faith has been crushed.
Oh man, took away all of your joy, all of the joy the Grinch stole Christmas.
It did.
Shout out to my mother-in-law for this awesome shirt. I love it. Alrighty. Well, we just announced that too. The other playoff clinching scenarios, we got a good one on Sunday night. We've got the Detroit Lions against the Minnesota Vikings. And it's crazy to think, like, not only does this game determine who wins the NFC North, but it determines who gets the first round bye and the number 1 seed.
It is crazy. You would have never guessed. I mean, I guess Philadelphia could still get it by winning and they tie, right?
Maybe.
Not possible.
Let's see. Maybe.
No,
I
because
think
it'd be
the strength.
they would still have a half there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, still have the half there too. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I think Philadelphia will be pretty set at the number 2 seed here too, because Lord have mercy on the number 7 team, which actually could be Washington again.
it could be.
We shall
You
see.
know, I really hope the Commanders do something. I would love to see Commanders Detroit championship game.
Wouldn't that
Or
be interesting, though?
Vikings championship game too. That would be kind of fun. Vikings Detroit. Any of those teams would be fine with me. The important thing is it's not the 49ers.
Exactly. Exactly. So, no, there are a lot of interesting matchups, too. And we've got another one with Atlanta, Carolina, and Tampa Bay, New Orleans. So, obviously, the stakes here, Tampa Bay win, they're in. Atlanta win, and if New Orleans can somehow pull off the upset, Atlanta would steal the NFC South. I don't foresee that happening. You know what? And actually, I would not be surprised if Carolina beat Atlanta. That would just be the most poetic way for Atlanta's season to end there, too. Like, Bryce Young has his best game of the year, Atlanta just falls apart, and Tampa Bay just gets it by proxy.
I mean, has Kirk Cousins been cut officially?
He's not been cut, but he was... They have to cut him like before March 10th or something like that, before his like rollover starts. But
I would still play Kirk Cousins over Penix.
I didn't think Penix looked that bad against Washington. I mean, he wasn't great by any means, but that was his first game and everything, basically. So
Yeah,
I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, ultimately, it's like you're gonna have to like live with your decisions. So if you think Kirk's not gonna be playing his best, and you think Penix can carry the load, I guess whatever. They almost did beat Washington, and honestly, they really should have if Ray Morse would have remembered he had timeouts and everything. It was like almost like Matt Eberflus took over his body for a second there.
that's true. That's very true.
So I don't know. That'll be something to watch out for. It's like will Penix be the guy? I mean, he's got to show something eventually. So because Kirk Cousins ain't going to be there forever, especially if they're planning on cutting him in March.
Yep, that's true.
So we shall see how that goes. Obviously, for you guys, you still have a chance to clinch the division. But the biggest thing for you is beating your opponent, which is the Cincinnati Bengals, which I think you guys beat them earlier in the season, right? So
Yes, we beat
yes,
them earlier in the season, but they are looking red hot
they
right
are.
now.
They are.
And they're in a situation where if they win, they get in. I don't even know what you do on this one.
See, they have to win, and the Broncos and
Yeah,
Dolphins have to lose. So it's
that's
not even
true.
that simple of win and get in. It's win and you need help. With you guys though, it is win and need help also because Pittsburgh wins. Man, they did it earlier this year. I mean, weird things have happened.
We did.
Cleveland has to beat Baltimore, and the Steelers would secure the 3 seed and win the AFC North. I'm certain your faith in Cleveland is probably not that high though.
No, I think they're ultimately going to win the North. And if it looks like Baltimore's blowing them out at half, I would check the scoreboard and pull my starters.
There you go. That'd probably be the case, but we shall see how that burns out. As we mentioned, Cincinnati will have to win and will also need some help. That help being including the Miami Dolphins needing to lose to the New York Jets. And
It's not
if
happening.
yeah, exactly. And if that doesn't happen, if Miami wins that, then they also need some help from, you guessed it, the Kansas City Chiefs. They will need us. I say us. They will need Carson Wentz and the majority of our second string to go into Mile High and beat the Denver Broncos. And if they do so, and the Dolphins win, the Dolphins will sneak into the playoffs to be the number 7 seed to probably get their butts whooped by the Buffalo Bills. So we shall see how that goes. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm trying to resign myself to the fact that my undefeated streak of seeing the Chiefs on the road might come to an end this weekend, only because we are playing our backups and Denver's got a good squad this year too, and they've got something to play for, so they're gonna bring everything here too. Although, and I saw this earlier and it does ring true, Carson Wentz has the chance to do something absolutely hilarious this weekend, and boy howdy am I excited to see that happen. So oh my gosh, Carson, if you pull this off, you will be my most favorite backup QB in Chiefs history.
Crush the Broncos' hopes for a playoff. They could still get in, though. They would just need a lot to go right if they lose.
If they
So they would
lose,
just
and
all
since he
the teams
loses,
over.
if Cincy loses, and if Dolphins lose and they lose, yes, the Denver Broncos would still get in.
Yeah.
So there you have it. There are your playoff clinching scenarios for this week. Man, it's our second to last regular season episode. So, it's been a fun ride so far, and obviously
That's
week
right.
18 is going to have some twists and some turns probably too. So we'll be excited to break all those down and break down the upcoming playoff matchups here too. And we'd love to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think is going to happen? Who's going to take it all the way this year? We'd love to hear from you down below. Any final thoughts before we close things down for the day?
Oh, gosh. Just Bengals. Just beat them. That's what I want. I want a victory going into the. I don't want 4 straight losses going into the playoffs.
No one wants that.
Yeah.
Just be limping into the playoffs. Oh boy. So, well, we shall see how that goes too. And who knows? Maybe the Ravens will just implode and Cleveland will win, and you guys take the North. Weirder things have happened. We'll see how
Weirder
it goes.
things have happened. It would be the most Steeler way to take the North.
That's the way you like to hear it right there. The most Steeler way to win the North. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Click like if you enjoyed the video. Click subscribe if you really enjoyed it. Tell all of your friends. And once again, Happy New Year from all of us here at the Trajan Temple Sportcast. This is Temple and Trajan.